think I'm live. I'll have to double check. I always forget to pull it up to make sure. And I am live. Okay. Hello. I have a total of 1 viewer. I'm surprised. Well, let's just get into this, I guess. So, last we left off, I had the Sentinel. just realized if you press M, it changes the color of the map. It's fun. But anyways, yeah, last we left off, I was playing as a Sentinel. I think I'm just going to be going through without burning candles. I'm going to see if I can hold off on using them until later. Because they're a lot more important in Act 2 and 3. Oh wow, already 2 people. Good evening. That Shack crew here singing it. Hello. Man. Yeah, I'm surprised. It always feels so weird that people watch me. But yeah. How you guys doing, Damon Clockwork? Alright, so we got bow draw to start with. Tainted Force. Ooh. Playing it isn't the worst thing in the world because he doesn't attack. I don't want to lose the damage, actually. Let's actually play it. A quiver. We're gonna kill him. Even though it's probably ill-advised. Because it's going to awaken him. I could actually do a multi-shot. You haven't seen this yet, but it just essentially fires all my shots with increased damage, but it's random. I could do that. I actually don't want him to die at the moment. Let's do it from here. Alright, I think that works, because I can probably kill him the following round. Oh, a new... Oh, you're right, the new laptop, because the old one was a potato. Yeah. I know, I like my new one. I bought one a couple years ago, and it's been very good to me. Okay, so there's still... Well, he's going to be attacking. I need to be doing these soon. Let's do weird coded arrows. Phantom Aid could make sense. I might be able to just kill him with 3 shots, though. Yeah, for sure. So I need to do 2 of these. Let's do a feint. Unbreakable feint, then just hit him. Yeah, I wish I knew more about technology. Even though I was in IT for a couple of years, I still know next to nothing. I could just do that. That would probably kill him. But, actually, no, it wouldn't. Alright, let's do that. Oh, it did. Got my shadow shot, killed him. My ghost shot. Shocking skull. One of those now. Naomi, who sometimes drops in, she's getting a new laptop. So, she's trying to find one that is cheap. Yeah, let's just keep that as it is. She's trying to find one that is cheap, obviously. And she doesn't know much about laptops. I said I'd help her, but I really don't know much either. Yeah, that's what I looked at with my laptop too. I just wanted something that could do everything I want it to for as cheap as possible. But I like mine. It's an HP. Well, it's a Lenovo. Yes, Lenovo. So, alright, we got 2 of them. Right, so they do more damage the longer I wait. Creating barrier. Ooh, lose 25% of my health. That sounds awful. Let's give him some barrier. Luckily, I have these feints to work with. Okay, so now I'm fine. Can't do that. I could just shoot him. Let's bring one of these in. Focus somebody down. Let's focus him down. Alright. Yeah, I've never played Rogue Trader, by the way. I have heard of it. Isn't Rogue Trader in Warhammer? I forget. I'm sure you can tell me, of course. Could probably bring in an arrow bag. Yeah, this should do it. Then yeah, we should just do a feint. I could stun him. That does give him all that armor. Yeah, I probably should, or else he's gonna get stronger. Alright, I should probably increase my damage, see what I can do with this. I have one unbreakable feint that I might want to use. Toss these out. Yeah, let's do an unbreakable feint. I could draw 2 arrows. Well, yeah, one of them is going to be a smoke shot, so that's probably a good idea. Okay. Just do an unbreakable feint. We want that to flip anyway. Phantom's Aid, arrow bag, and just shoot twice. Alright. I can just let that go. There we go. Nice. Another level up. In this game, I'm probably going to actually have to keep notes because there's all those events and there's all those locations. I have to keep track of what does what. All right, heavy shot. So this is the only arrow that, well, this would become my only arrow that costs an energy. Deals 200% damage. Rancid Battlefield. Reduce enemy armor by 20 until the end of combat and gain 20 armor for 2 turns. Reduce enemy armor by 30. Gain 30 armor. 2 energy is expensive. Deal 3 hits for 75% damage to random enemies. It's always so dangerous to go random. What would I rather do? I'm gonna do Blind Fury anyway. Just feel like it. Cracked Tier. We have 2 of those now. Just need 1 more. Yeah, I am interested in playing either Pillars of Eternity or Solasta at some point. I mean, the Dragon Age game, people are not nearly as interested in. Even less so than King Arthur, which I was kind of surprised by, like King Arthur Knight's Tale. Because I had about 1/3 of the subscribers when I started that. Let's just go here. Alright. Oh, great. All the sick men. Ugh. I want to play this, but I also don't want to play it, of course. We can just do that. I actually don't want to attack, because then I get bad stuff. Okay. Want to do another unbreakable feint. They don't really deal damage to me. Or not much, I should say. I could focus one down. If I do this, well, I can get rid of them. I'm probably gonna have to take this really slow. Let's do an unbreakable feints. Yeah, Phantom Aid. Ooh, actually, if I just do this once, I'm already out. Alright, let's take some shots at these guys to whittle down their block. Yeah, I think you actually do have to get an EA account. It might be dependent on what you play it on, like Epic Games or Steam or whatever, if I remember right. Well, you can watch the playthrough. I'm actually having a ton of fun with it. I was kind of surprised. I haven't played it in a long time. Like, I of course knew it was good, but yeah. Alright, I'll do this again. Get rid of the Red Death. This is a very slow kill, so I don't want to take any damage. Giving them barrier again. That's manageable. Alright, Alright, so one shot will kill this guy. That's okay. I'm a little bit worried I'm going to run out of feints, though. I may as well shoot him to get rid of some of his barrier. Yeah, it honestly, it really is a lot of fun. Well, yeah, if you do watch it, I would appreciate it, of course. But yeah, it is honestly so much more fun than I did remember. And it's like, maybe it's just because it's like, right, after playing modern games, to go back to something that was made about 15 plus years ago, it's just refreshing, I think. Okay, let's do a feint. We'll just keep on doing the same shtick. If I take another shot, I'm going to be in trouble. So let's hit him instead. Let's leave it like that. Okay. I guess I'll keep on doing Phantom Aid. Breakable feint. Yeah, and then the other thing I do want to play on here, I mentioned it last time, but right, I really do want to play Kenshi. Increase damage of all enemies by 50% for 2 turns. Oh, I don't have any blocks today. I have no way to get them either. I probably wouldn't want to do that then. Discard all cards and draw 3. It's not a bad idea. Yeah, let's play these, and then I'm going to play the skull. Because I gotta draw a defense card, right? Yep. Alright. I'm not gonna do Blind Fury. Alright, so he'll die from this, probably. Yep. Get rid of the scab. Alright, so I'm just taking 1 damage. It's manageable. Okay. I could do a... Well, no, I can't do a release. Let's get rid of the Red Death stuff. Breakable feint. I could probably just do this to kill him at this point. Yep. Yeah, I haven't used the ultimate, but essentially deals that number of hits. The number, I believe it's 15. So it's very deadly. Reduce an enemy's damage by 50% for 2 turns. I'll take it. We're actually getting pretty lucky on the item drops because it's only a quarter of the time they're supposed to drop. I think they've done it 3 times of the fights.
The ringing sound of clashing swords grabs your attention as you walk through the weirdness. You approach, but you find a campsite instead of a battlefield. Several men drink mead, as if nothing of note was happening around them. Others battle monsters, and something about the movement and behavior of these beasts seems strange, until you notice a druid chanting something near the campfire.
Alright, I'll fight something easy. Want a challenge? Hit me with all you got. This is a boss fight, I believe. I always go for the toughest stuff. That's what you do.
Are you sure? If you win, we'll reward you handsomely. But it's highly unlikely you'll survive this encounter.
I said I'll fight. I hope I don't start with a bad card, because I might burn a candle for this fight. Yeah, I will. Yeah, because I don't want this to be bad. Alright, because I do want to win this one. Alright. So we have 2 Mindbenders that summon illusions, then the Bounty Hunter, who I just want to kill pretty desperately. I am a little bit tempted to do a bow draw here. Or should I just avoid the damage? Because the bow draw, I would get very close to being able to kill him already. Well, I guess I don't need a Phantom's Aid. Yeah, let's do a feint. Bow draw. Then we'll just pummel this guy. We'll get low. Half, below half. Okay, got a third. Alright, that's gonna be a problem. Let's see. So he gave me a disturbance. I have to play it to get rid of it. Okay. I could just do a weird coded arrow. Blind shot would be good, probably. I have high odds of killing him. I did. That's important. Alright, so let's do a feint. That is enough to block everything. I could do a smoke shot, but stunning isn't valuable at the moment, so... By the way, when you say original sin, are you talking about... See? I might have missed. Let's see. I can probably knock this guy out with just this. And they're just buffing. I prefer the other side, so let's play them. I have played Divinity, by the way. Okay. We need them to die. Blind Fury. Got those two out of here. I don't have anything defensive. I could do a could I kill him? I have a chance to. I could hold bow. That's actually a little bit interesting. Might be able to kill him if I hold bow. Let's see what I draw. Okay, I think it is actually possible. Well, it's a risk, but I'll do it. Nice. Alright. Let's see here. All I can do is a Phantom's Aid, hit him, and hit him. May as well do the arrow bag. Alright. How did I remove all this? Anyway, decrease by 25. Oh, yeah. They held bow. That's not good. Alright. Yeah, let's do the weird coded. Oh, I can't do weird coded arrows. I'd have to play 2 of these feints to get any barrier. I guess that's the only thing to do, though. Alright, so I'm taking a little bit of damage then. That's manageable. Well, actually, no, I'm not, because I killed it. Yeah, Divinity is a pretty fun game. I played it with a friend over COVID. I had a friend and she was really into it. But what was funny is that it was like, you know, it was my first time playing the game, but she was just like running around doing everything because she knew where everything was. And I'm like, dude, I have no idea what's going on. She's like, just go over here. This is really good. Just go over here. Like, okay, fine. Then just kept on progressing the story. I'm like, I have no idea what's going on, but okay. Alright, so we have Graves of the Past. Draw 2 arrows from the grave. That's not going to be useful because I don't have anything that goes in the grave right now. That's essentially like the permanent discard. But anyway. Future Shot. Deal us a hit. Reduce the cost of the next maneuver by 1. It's not very good. Shot of Hope. Deal a hit and draw a card. Yeah, I guess that's the way to go. Alright. New passive. Every turn draw 1 additional arrow. Ruthlessness. Increase the minimum damage you deal by 3. And Deadly Force. Drawing additional arrows grants you 5% damage this turn. That's very interesting. I wonder if when it says additional arrows, if that means only from bags, though. I can do a swift draw just to have a little bit of a guarantee of arrows. Get the Cracked Man.
Congratulations. Here's the promised reward. But if I may ask this of you, lend me your ear for a moment.
Sure.
A favor. You can handle yourself, so I figure you won't be afraid to handle something that no sane person would ever agree to do. Somewhere out there,
Sounds like me.
you might encounter a certain knight, a creature of enormous size and even more enormous appetite. I have to ask you for help to convince this creature to come back here.
All right.
That's a long story, but he belongs here with me. Here, I can take care of his condition and keep trying to heal him.
Sure. So I need to feed a giant knight. Something I can do. All right. Oh wait, whoops! I forgot. I have the have it up. All right. I should probably run there. Do the fight while I have the flame going. Also, what is the cracked gur? Mythical. Wow. Increases your damage by 25% for every runestone equipped. So, 25%. An armor slot. Increase your armor by 10 for each runestone equipped. Well, that's what I have, is increase armor by 10. This is probably better. Increase the damage by 25%. That's pretty high. Okay. Yeah, I do remember playing Divinity. It was a lot of fun, and also like the amount of customization you have with character creation was really cool. I like the way that they did that with like the, you know, the skill points that you put into, like I forget what it was, but the different mancies, the different magics, is really good. Anyway, so I guess I won't play it. I do want to do a shot of hope. Thinking it through. Alright. So I can spend 3 energy. I'm not going to do bow draw, so I guess it is okay if I pull it. Alright, let's do this. Do that, we'll draw, see if it's any valuable. If it has any value. It doesn't, so we'll gain the damage and we'll finish it out. I could technically well, I don't need a smoke shot. There's no reason. But actually, he might... I don't remember if he just muddies my deck every time he activates, so I guess to be safe I'll do it, because he just needs 1 hit. Yeah, he has 3 health, so yeah, that's easy to handle. Let's draw, hoping for the thing that's random attacks. Got it. Let's draw again, I guess. Yeah, so random attacks, shot of hope. I'll just keep hitting. Alright. Easy enough. Wayfarer's Leaves offer 10 health to gain an energy. That feels so dangerous, but it's understandable. Yeah. We have a ton of items. Hello, Fortune Teller.
Good day, stranger. Are you in need of some guidance?
It's a question asked by an eerie yet elegant woman who's just appeared in front of your eyes. She's of indiscernible age, but looks strangely disturbing, standing peacefully within the weirdness.
You can withdraw the course of your destiny and change the fate of your future fights. Come closer and see for yourself.
Alright, so what does she have? Talking Skulls, Tomb of Knowledge, Blood Candle, sacrifice 5% of your... So sacrifice 3 health to light a weird candle. That is interesting. That actually could be helpful, because that's like a cheaper weird candle, because it's diminishing returns, or whatever the option. It gets more expensive the more you buy them at the shop. And then Weirdness Mushroom, nobody knows. That's too risky, obviously. I guess I could buy a blood candle. I guess I will. And three damages in each, so. Alright, do the candle maker. Let's see. Another infected human in the Mindbender. Not a big deal. Let's do this. Do this. Shot of Hope. Looking for something nice. Could do a bow draw, but then I can't play Blind Fury. Ooh, very close. Yeah, I'll flip this. Go to bed. Wow. I'm not... Yeah, I know. I feel old, to tell you that. Nah, I figured I was going to play through one mission of this today, and then go from there. Draw 2 cards less. Terrible. Increase armor vault enemies by 10. Okay. Yeah. If I just kill them both, we do have Unbreakable Feints. Alright. Phantom Aid, arrow. Fury's a rapper? He's a blind freestyle rapper. Huh. Did not know that one. Okay, I guess we'll do weird coated arrows. This guy should be easy to kill. Alright, another one down. Well, we need that meat to feed the gluttonous knight. Alright, let's go.
The choking stench of tallow permeates the air. A candlemaker's house stands
Yeah,
alone
it's a lot
within
like
the
Slay the
weirdness.
Spire.
The inquisitive tendrils held at bay
Well,
by
wait a
dozens
second,
of
wait.
flickering weird candles.
Yeah, it's a lot like Slay the Spire, where... Yes, questionable mystery might. Yes, that is... Yeah, who knows what I just took from that fight. But, yeah, basically it's very similar to Slay the Spire. You get cards, you get passive abilities that are very similar to the relics in Slay the Spire, if you've ever played that. And, yeah, you have to complete 4 bosses, and then you complete the game. Oh, I did not expect to fight. Here we go. Oh no, more sick men. Alright. So what I'm gonna have to do is a feint. Right, and so basically in this game there's like 9 classes though. So each of them operate slightly differently. So this one is a sentinel. So he has like arrow shots, and a lot of them cost 0 for his attacks, while there's others that are more melee, and then there's summoners. But yeah, they all act very, very different. Well, at least in my view. So, it makes it a lot of fun. But... Ugh. I hate the Red Death. It's very obnoxious. Just get rid of it. I changed my mind. Shadow shot. Okay. Do another feint. And I don't like this. Just kill him. Ooh, I might not, actually. I'll take the risk. We have a scab. Alright. So now it just becomes obsolete because he's dead. Alright. Let's see. We don't want to do that. We probably do want to get rid of a scab. Yeah, this didn't go all too well, but I could, in theory, freeze one of these guys. Not a bad idea. But then I do get more Red Death, so I'll just leave it. Alright. They don't deal much damage, luckily. The main problem with them is that whenever you hit them, you get Red Death cards. And if you don't get rid of them, then you take damage. But yeah, on his death. So it's a little bit annoying. Okay. So he's dead. If I hit him again, I'll have issues. I'll just leave it. Alright. A lot of good options. The weird coated. Do an unbreakable feint, giving me some block. Evil hit. Then get rid of the Red Death. Feint. Shot. The Red Death. Just rinse and repeat to not take damage. Go scab from earlier. Get a feint. Hit. Okay. Going well. Warding lore should probably replace something. Honestly, Talking Skull isn't bad. Could get, you know what, I'll get rid of Wayfarers. I don't like the idea of losing 10 health, gaining energy. Take the calc. Yep. Don't need it. It heals me at the end of combat. I could actually take it though, because I am kind of low. Oh good, 2 more weird candles. That's nice. Alright, let's go to this guy. We're not out yet. Yeah, so there are several differences. One of them being is that depending on the burn level, the fights can be harder. So my burn level is really low, so I will periodically get really bad cards, and once I'm out, then they're terrible cards. So the higher the burn level, the better. I have 8 weird candles I can burn, in which case this will rise significantly. I'm saving it for later acts, because this is just Act 1, so it's manageable. There's 4 Sentinel redirects, which is a pain for sure. Let's do an Unbreakable Feint. I could do a bow draw and attack twice, or I could do, no, let's do Phantom Aid. Just keep hitting him. Alright, he's pretty hurt. Honestly, I think there's a chance I could kill them both. As long as I draw right, which I didn't. Alright, what I need is 2 good arrows. That's good. I needed that to let me draw another one, probably. Let's draw another one. Blind Fury. Shoot. Alright, so I should be able to kill him next round. This guy explodes after 3 rounds, and then he becomes a bunch of smaller animals. Smaller beasts. But I killed him before it happened. Alright, so we got a new card. So, let's see. I'm probably going to go Sharp Shot, I can tell already. But we have Tails, gain 50 armor this turn. And after playing that, it flips to gain 50% damage this turn. Not too bad. We got a Finishing Shot, which is what? Deal 1 hit for 200% damage. Since, yeah, this takes charges. The Finishing Shot doesn't go in my deck, I don't believe. Well, or does it? Well, it might. Yeah, I'm going to do Sharp Shot anyway. It's just a better arrow. Arrows are very useful for this character. Alright, let's merge the Cracked Tear. And I have a level 2, so it is better. In the first 2 turns of combat, increase your damage by 75%. It's actually pretty good. But, I don't know. I don't think it's better than what I have. Mysterious Witch.
The woman inspects you carefully, her old, tired eyes contradicting her youthful face.
Do you know me? Have you shaped me out of the weirdness, or have I just created you?
She carries all the equipment you'd expect of a traveling witch, but she speaks in a soft, courtly manner. She also seems to know more about weirdness than you do, and traverses it without a weird candle.
Who are you?
I was traveling from the colony to Mangrove Huddle
Oh, I
when
know
the
that
storm of
place.
weirdness overtook me. I wandered among ghosts and echoes until my feet were sore, until I found you.
Colony? Mangrove Huddle? You've never
This
heard of
is
such places.
really in the future.
I'm growing more and more certain you're not real. Can you pinch yourself? Do you feel pain?
Yeah, so she exists like almost 500 years after Fall of Avalon, the RPG. Because that's when Mangrove Huddle is a thing. Or like, it's hundreds of... I don't know when it was founded, but it's probably about 500 years from this point. But anyways, okay. I guess I'll ask her to join me in the village.
She listens to your invitation with patient condescension.
You say you have
Patient
them in here.
condescension.
How silly. You can own an item or a piece of rock, but not a being of Weirdstone. I have a better idea. I'll invite you to my village. But first, I'll need proof that you're real.
What do you mean?
I know there is a man out there, wandering with a fading candle. He's desperate for light, yet he doesn't know that there is no light that could guide him back home. First, find him, and help him realize this simple truth. And then, when he's broken, guide him to his real destination.
She starts rummaging for something in her possessions.
Oh, and take this. It might come in handy. Maybe. Someday.
Maybe, someday. An empty bottle. Well, okay. Can you help me hone my skills?
What could it be that you think you need? I have to warn you, that nothing is free here.
84 gold. Need weird candles. Okay, 10 health for a weird candle. I have a ton. I know I'm going to be burning them later, though. I want to grow stronger. Requires 10 health. Whoa. Removing 5 cards costs 45. Okay. So it's either random stat boost. Typically, the stat boost is either max health, damage, or armor. I don't know if there's actually anything else it can increase, but I believe those are the 3. So one of the 3 will randomly increase. Or I could get a weird candle. I might do that. I think I will. And I have so many. Alright. So now it's super dark again. I haven't even talked to the florist, have I?
The old man is hard at
Oh,
work.
no, I have. Yeah, but I did finish his quest. That is actually very true. Like in what's it called? The Witcher, right? I played most of the first game of The Witcher. I think I made it very close to the finale than I did. Shit. But like in that beginning section, it's like, right, you want to be friends with the. They're always helpful. All right, I delivered the flowers.
And what did she say? Please, don't keep me waiting. What did she say?
The moment you tell him she agreed to meet, but before you even have a chance to finish your sentence, he shakes your hand, bows, and disappears into the weirdness.
NPC saved. Only lovers left alive completed. Okay. We did it. They fell in love, huh? Okay. Hunting ground.
The local hunters
So if I
call
sleep
this
here, I get some
ancient
healing.
spell the Stag Father, and lay charms and
Ooh. I'm gonna leave that for a moment. Is there a knight? If there's a big old knight I want to hunt. You know what? Maybe I'll take the risk. So I have another quest I need to accomplish, which is feeding a gluttonous knight. I need a ton of meat. I currently only have 1 piece. He needs a lot more than that. I don't remember what it is. So we're gonna actually hunt. Hopefully we'll find him later.
The darkness and weirdness get denser as you approach the source of the voice. A man with severe burns. His face is buried in his hands, and he moans in pain.
I didn't even notice this guy. All I did was love her. She was so cheerful, so smart. What? I wasn't brave enough to come closer. When I did, she...
He starts to cough and choke on the smoke rising up from his charred skin.
Just left the hut. I came inside and this thing just exploded with me inside. Wicked, wicked witch, I hate her and still love. I cannot live like this. What can I do? Kill me. I wanted to do it myself, but the weirdness won't let me. I can't even move my arms.
You notice that his upper arms have become fused to the sides of his torso. All he can do now is cover his face.
That's crazy. I'll kill him, I guess. You're welcome. I had no update in the journal, so I need to... Okay, I need to leave him alive next time then. Alright. Yeah, let's hunt. I didn't even see that guy.
Hunters.
Now, I might not even come across the animal. Not the animal. The knight. He's not an animal at all. But anyway. Alright, let's do an unbreakable feint. These deer, I'm just killing them as they try to hit me. Yeah, we'll do that. It's just a pleasant fight to deal with. A lot easier than normal. That's nice. Yeah. how much meat do we... Oh, we didn't even get any meat? Oh, 10. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I needed that in order to complete that one quest. So I haven't even done this one. I don't think... So this is the legendary encounter. This might actually be within range. That might be within range. But I think I'm actually going to extinguish it. So with milestones, for those who are tuning in and weren't here last time, you can boost it, in which case it doesn't matter your weirdness level. You can essentially fight around it, but I think only one fight is within range, so it's not very valuable. I can extinguish it to get a weird candle, which I'm kind of hoarding. I can ask for a blessing, which will give me either a healing, boosting damage, or boost armor for the next combat. I'm just going to get a weird candle. We have an armed wanderer. That's probably not a knight. But I don't want to get into that fight. Okay, what do we have here? That looks like a person. That might be the person wandering that was told about. What else do we have? We have the bloodstone. Do I care about that? Probably not. Alright. Just taking a peek at the enemies. I don't like this one. This one's pretty tough. Let's see this one next. Alright, Abomination. We have a Faith Healer who heals. The Abomination attacks everybody on the battlefield, including his allies, and then the Deranged Red Priest, who creates barriers to protect his allies sometime. Okay, this is a... I like these types of fights. They're not too difficult. Next hit does 75% less damage. Interesting. Lose 100 armor. Doesn't say for one turn. Ooh. But it does say next turn lose 100 armor. I'm not sure if that's going to be a one-turn thing or permanent. If it's permanent, that's bad. You know what? I won't do it just to see what happens. That's a feint, so we're going to be okay with damage or getting hit. We're going to want to do a Phantom Aid, and I think I'm actually going to do a Release, which will randomly target enemies. That deals extra damage. Okay. So... I lose 100 armor, but let's see for how long. For one turn. Okay. By the way, he has the ability that he gains a barrier equal to half of his negative armor value. So he has 5, so he'll be okay. What else do we want to do? We do want to do a Shot of Hope. Well, we don't even need to do a feint, actually. Let's bring this in. Bring this in. We'll just start taking shots. Shot of Hope. We'll start with that. He's kind of helping me, if anything, so I'm not even going to hit him. He might actually kill her. Let's do that on him, because he's the last one alive. Bring 2 more. I can stun somebody. I'll just stun her. So now she'll totally die, and also she won't heal. Okay, so he's going to hit his friend. Going to kill him. Let's do a feint. We're going to use the weird coated arrows because it gives us some more damage. Shot of Hope. Hit him. And we are fine. We have enough barrier to negate the damage. Actually, I'll just kill them both instead. Easy. Yes, I have played Slay the Spire before from the Gremlin in the Kitchen. Yeah, but I forget the names of them because I haven't played it in quite a while. But the warrior one and the rogue character, you know, the red and green, those two, the Silent is the green guy, and Ironclad, that's what they're called. I made it both of them. I made it to I forget what it's called, but like Ascension 19. And I never completed Ascension 20 for both of them. I tried so much, so many times. Eventually I was just like, I'm done. Like, I can't do it. It was just impossible for me.
So, what did you learn today?
What did I learn today? Good question. I want to learn a new skill. Nice. Okay, so I have Splitting Shot. It's everybody. That's not half bad. Desperate Act is 2 sides. Maneuver, discard all maneuvers. Deal a hit for 0 damage. Damage increases by 50% for each card discarded. That's not very good. What's the other side? Discard all maneuvers, get a hit. Okay, the upgrade is that it deals damage to all enemies instead of a single target. That's not good at all. Infinite training. Duplicate the next card played. Intriguing. Exhaustive preparation. Duplicate the next card played. Next hit deals damage. Downward spiral. Duplicate the next card played. The next hit deals 100% damage. Costs 3. Yeah, it's too expensive. I don't like splitting shot, but we're going to take it anyway because it's better than alternatives. And there are scenarios where it would help. I do need to get something defensive now because I'm getting too many arrows. I don't want to do that one yet. This is too far. I'm actually going to grab the boost later to fight the legendary encounter. Let's just do the rats. These guys can be rough. I might have to drink a potion. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, that game is tough. And it's like, eventually, I probably spent about a week. This is a long time ago, but I eventually played as the Silent for about a week, trying Ascension 20. And there is a way to like cheese the game to like get rid of almost all your cards and only have a card that like hits and draws, and it costs 0. And if that's your only card in your deck, you just keep playing it over and over and over again. So it's like an infinite loop. So you can do that. I tried to do that so many times for the Ascension 20, but I don't know. You have to be really lucky, I think. Or you just have to know the game better than I do. But anyway. Ooh, this is a bad Tainted Force. Create 20 barrier on all enemies. These enemies are pretty tough. Or lose 25% health. Alright, so first of all, we're going to drink. We're pretty low. I might gain some barrier. This isn't the best draw, so I take 20, 30 damage. I could do... Let's just do a regular feint, because that'll lower the damage I take. So now I'm taking 26. Not too bad. I want to play this, though, is the problem. Alright, I am going to play it. I don't want to. We're going to smoke. It doesn't matter who. They're all equal. And we'll hit, I don't know. What that one? But he's probably going to be healed. By the way, Clockwork, have you played Slay the Spire? Like, I mean, there are a lot of similarities to it with this game, but there's also obviously tons of differences. Huh. Trying to think of a way to handle this. I am tempted to do a smoke bomb, but it's only one enemy, which reduces their damage to half. I could do a warding lure. Warding lure. Okay, let's do a feint. I know that's going to be played. Yeah. Well, if I can just kill him, then we're through. Let's try it. I might be able to. Oh yeah, and also they get weaker with every kill, so that's perfect. Let's do Blind Fury. I just hit him. Alright, we're working out. Working out. Alright, splitting shot is useful here because there's tons of enemies. What do I want to do first, though? I probably want to do... Alright, let's do Unbreakable Feints. I know I'm going to want to play that. Do Weird Coated Arrows, because it gives me more damage. Then we'll do a Splitting Shot. Yikes, that was a lot of damage. That was good. Oh, slowed down for a second there. Sharp Shot. Shot. God of Hope. Shot. I could freeze him. Oh, he's inhuman. Didn't realize. Or, sorry, inhuman. Immune. Okay, that was that. Well, he isn't human. He's both, actually. Okay. He is immune. Alright. That was a mistake on my part, but he can die, leaving just the Rat King. Yeah. Okay, so now it's one-on-one. Remove his armor. Let's switch the Unbreakable Feints. That's actually very important. Alright, so now he's hitting me, but he's not dealing much damage. Losing 100 armor isn't a big deal right now. Let's think about it. 11 hits at 100% damage. I could do that. That'll deal about 100 damage. If I do Blind Fury, I might even be able to kill him. Well, man, this is dangerous. Because if I miscalculate, the worst case scenario is I take 12 damage. I guess that's not a big deal. Let's just see if I can kill him. Very close. But it's not gonna, I mean, what's 12 times 16? Oh my goodness, 160, 192. Yeah, that's not nearly enough, but that's all I have available. Yeah, then let's just burn one of these. We'll gain some armor, or sorry, some barrier to not die, or not take any damage from that. Alright, Phantom, hit. Okay. Alright, we usually have treasure.
You found what was protected by this beast when you filled your pockets up to the brim with gold. 3 ethereal chests materialize in front of you. Bringing your hand towards one of them causes the others to shimmer and blur.
Alright. So I get to choose one. 30 max health, not a bad idea. Unlock a new combat slot for items. Not... that's not... oh. But gain 10 armor is really good for my character. Because that means he's going to be getting a lot of barrier. And it doubles the amount of barrier I get in a round. So let's do it. Alright. Let's go here to the Bloodstone, I think is what it's called. Shaman. Bounty Hunter. We want to kill the Bounty Hunter. I'm okay with losing 100 armor. Multi-shot actually isn't a bad idea here. I guess we could do a feint then multi-shot. That gives me a disturbance, but it's not a big deal. Okay. I lost a lot of armor because that's the bad tainted card I had. Let's see, I should probably... yeah, I should probably focus down the hunter. The bounty hunter. Whoops. Okay. One more and he'll die. Blind Fury will probably kill him. Oh, it didn't. Well, I guess it doesn't technically matter. There. They're dead. Alright. Handled. Crack Stan. That's not useful, but maybe it will later.
These crystals were already here when the first men landed on the island.
Alright. Blood crystal. So I can pray to forget, sacrifice 19 health to remove a card. I can pray for wealth. Just lose 6 health for 200 gold. That's pretty good. Or lose 6 health for 2 weird candles. Ooh. Well, weird candles... man, I have so many of them. I'm going to be burning them in Act 2, 3, and 4. I'm trying to stock up. I do burn through them pretty... sure. Did I lose max health? No. Yeah, that's fine. That's a pretty good trade. Right, and then the last fight before the boss. Alright. What do we get? If not played next turn, lose 75% damage, so I pretty much won't be able to deal damage. That's actually okay. I have nothing that blocks, which isn't good. Okay. So a shot of hope. Nope, didn't get it. See if we can't kill this guy. We might be able to with this. Ugh, very close. I could have held bow, but that would have made things worse. Well, actually, Talking Skull is probably worth it. Yeah. So close. And Unbreakable Fence. Let's see. I'll do another Unbreakable Fence. Do a Splitting Shot. And then... let's see here. I'll do a Phantom Aid. The concern is that I can't deal damage to him unless I deal a high amount. I'm not really doing that right now. So, I need to reduce his armor. Okay. Do I need a feint? I will. Let's grab a Phantom's Aid, Arrow Bag. Okay. Let's do that to him. And we'll just keep hitting this guy. Alright, he's stunned. Doesn't really help. Phantom's Aid. Remove his armor. Man, he keeps on gaining it. Blind Shot. Shot of Hope. Shot. Alright. 1 health. Oh, maybe this will kill him. It does. Okay. Another level up. Okay, so we have Retreat Tactics. Gain 50 barrier. What's nice is that this doesn't require me to have armor. Deal a hit for 50% damage and then gain 25 barrier. That's pretty good. Only cost me 1 still. And then deal 3 hits for 150% damage to random enemies. This is a really good card, actually. Hidden Potential, gain an energy. Ugh, and then lose 50 armor this turn. That's not good. Agile Draft. Draw 2 arrows. It's free. Okay, I'm gonna do Retreat Tactics. I need more defensive abilities. Anyways, alright, pick a new passive. Critical Hit. Each hit has a 10% chance to deal 50% more damage. I don't like those things that are unpredictable. Rupturing Shot. Each hit has a 10% chance to reduce enemy armor by 5. Okay, and Survival Training. Increase your health by 40. Ooh, Survival Training might actually be the thing to take. Critical Hit is so rare. And sometimes the amount of damage is important to know, because sometimes you don't want to deal enough damage that it goes beyond a threshold. And same thing with Rupturing Shot. It's so minimal. A Critical Hit is better than Rupturing Shot, but... alright, I'll do Survival Training. 40 max health. That's useful, because I don't have much.
It seems that your gift did indeed help this man to survive. But now the weird candle he got from you is almost extinguished.
You again! It's a sign! Gods have sent you to help me with my search. Please, can I have one more candle?
Maybe he's right. Maybe it's more than just a coincidence.
Okay, I don't remember what I was told. The witch told me to do something. Was it refuse or was it help him? I'm actually not sure. I gave him a weird candle last time. Alright, I'll just do it.
Thank you. I hope we'll meet again.
He continues with his search.
My trust increased. Well, hopefully that's a good call. Alright, so this is the last guy. So we have a milestone that we did not activate, so we're going to activate it. I never ask for a blessing, so I think I will this time. So I get to I receive a bonus for the next combat. See what I get. Damage increases. That's the best one, probably. So let's pop a candle right before. Yes. Act 1 boss fight. Ooh. Awakened Golem. This boss will spawn a new enemy after being stunned or after several after severing several hits. Stun will permanently reduce its armor. It will also lose some armor every few turns. Every turn increases its damage and occasionally inserts special cards into your deck. Okay. Tainted Force isn't bad. Alright, how much damage do I get? Okay, so I gain 45% damage for the combat. That's not terrible. Why am I dealing 2 to 3? Oh, his armor's insane. Okay. Let's think about this. It would be nice to lower his armor, obviously. Dealing the extra damage actually isn't going to be helpful here. I could just do Unbreakable Feints. Yeah, because then I don't take any damage. That's probably good. Alright. I was tempted to do Retreat Tactics. Maybe I should have, but... Alright, let's reduce his armor permanently. I'll just hit him. Alright, so he gave me a gamble. So I can offer 10 armor to gain a block, energy, and draw a card. I don't want to do... I'm okay with doing a smoke shot. It's going to lower his armor and increase his armor, though. But I'm going to do it, because he's going to summon this thing, so I'm just going to focus that thing. Alright. So I have a lot of energy left, so I think I can just kill his buddy. I hope. Yep. Let's see what I draw. Okay. Seize the opportunity is not dealing much damage here. Ooh, I summoned another thing. Alright. Oh well, I took a little bit of damage. Okay. I still have the gamble. Okay, we're gonna do another feint, I think. Because then I get 30 block. I'll probably be fine. Okay. Kills them both. Seize the opportunity. How much can you take? 6 more? 4 more? Okay. Alright. Let's do both of these. I could stun him. Maybe I won't, because it reduces his armor. Then we'll hit the little guy. Okay, we still have the feint available. Alright. Absurd amounts of damage. Let's do a retreat tactic so we won't be taking too much damage. And yeah. Of the two, I'd probably prefer that one. Okay. Phantom Aid. Let's remove his armor. We'll hit him. Go random. It's okay if he lives for the round. Alright, let's do a splitting shot. That should kill them both, I think. Yeah. Or not kill them both. It'll kill him and hit him. I don't know what I was saying. Alright. So 2 more hits. So after the next attack, he is going to pop out the next one. I think that's okay. Lower his armor. Pops out the next one. We want to do an unbreakable feint. And we'll just hit this guy a fair bit. Probably kill him. Yep. Or almost. It's fine if he lives. Okay. Recoded arrows. We get extra damage. Splitting shot. Where's he at? 8 left. Okay. Do a big hit. Lower his armor. And we can do a lot of hits. We'll probably summon something. Well, could do a risk. Stun the golem. Yeah, I'll do it. Because we're almost through, and I can kill this one. If I hit him again, he's going to summon something, so I'm not going to do it. I don't think I can kill him. Well, actually, maybe I can. If I do this now, he's dead. Yep. Okay. We did it. We killed the boss. Got a weird candle. Calc. Take. We can merge, even though I'm not going to use it.
This feels like an echo of something that happened before. Like then, you're left with the sensation of a strange power growing within you.
Alright, let's take a special passive. So this is the only new one? Okay. So we have Power Circulation. Every 10th card played in one combat increases your damage by 10% till the end of combat. That's not bad. We got Blood Transfusion. After killing an enemy, heal by 2. Not too bad. I have a few healing skills, or few healing items. Draw 2 more cards in the first turn. Ooh. Power Circulation isn't bad. I mean, that's good for boss fights because they last so long. And at the moment, it seems like that's going to be the main concern. Let's do it. Power Circulate. Alright, return. Alright, we're back home. Let's go to Blacksmith. Or no, let's first go to the Candlestick. Candlemaker.
Ah, good to see you. Need a candle or two?
Let's see. Alright, so I can actually upgrade this now, but I think I want to get to the 25 to gain more boss weird candles. Let's buy 1. Let's buy 2. Save the other 2. What else can I do? Yeah, this is too expensive. Okay. Do the blacksmith.
The blacksmith.
We can buy rune stones. They still cost only 50. The only point of buying them is so that I can get more runestone dust in the future. This actually isn't a bad idea to get an additional runestone in the shop, but what else can I get? Unlock transmuting. Transmutes 3 of your own runestones into one of the same rarity. I don't like that at all. What else do we have? We have the exchange. Swap a runestone to another of the same rarity. That sounds a lot better. 3 of your own runestones into one of the same rarity. Swap one. Okay. Well, yeah, this is by far better, so that's a little bit strange. It must cost you something more. Then also we have the permanent upgrades here, which are very good. Yeah, I should probably get the runestone drop chance, actually. As in the long run, that'll be helpful. And then we're going to buy the other 2, even though I'm not going to use them. Right. The only reason why I'm buying that is because if I can transmute them, then I get more permanent resources for future runs. Like that's all. Alright. I need more Ethel. But I don't know if it's gonna happen. Alright. Alright. So, how much do I need? I need 750. I'm still short 300 to get an additional heal. So we're just going to leave it like that. We don't need to put another one in the stock. And we'll go. Scientist doesn't have anything for me. Let's go. Area 2. So what are we looking for? We're looking for the knight. I don't see him. There's the hanging tree. There's the Brock. I was told to go there. Oh, no, no, no. That's where it is. That's where the knight is, isn't it? Oh, man. I don't remember. But yeah, that might actually be it. Let's go. Somebody wanted me to go to the Brock. This looks like it could be it. Suffering Lady. Uh-huh. Praise for healing, and it works. Uninterrupted prayers grow stronger, but beware of the lady's anger if you break them by dealing damage. Okay. And then the tormented grub, this enemy will deliver simple attacks and spawn smaller grubs after death. So I want to kill the sleeper first. Okay. I could hold the bow. I could feint and then hold bow. Maybe. Feels pretty dangerous. So I'll do it. Alright, let's see this. Hit. Big hit. Small hit. Small hit. Okay, so she's out of here. We don't need to stun. We'll just send it. Alright. So what we need... Ooh. What we need is... Yeah, we needed a couple of feints. Which we have one. Now I could do an unbreakable feint, but... doesn't help too much. I don't want to hit her, because then she's going to deal damage. Alright, let's just do it. Just to avoid a little bit more damage. Alright. Let's see here, a pretty heavy hit. Yeah, we can do a feigned retreat. That's actually very nice. Don't want to do the splitting shot. It's going to distract her from her prayer. Out of hope. I guess we'll keep hitting. May as well do the arrow bag. Alright. Let's see. Let's do weird coated arrows. That one. We could also do the... Well, doing the trap would be dangerous. I'm going to save the trap for later. Just keep hitting. Alright, so he's dead. Leaving those smaller grubs. Okay. Ooh, lose 50 armor. Okay, so that means I can have force. I'll just play it now because that's too dangerous to not play. Alright, let's do the Phantom Aid. Yeah, I might be able to kill him if I draw right. But that's a little bit risky. Let's just play it safe. And stun you. Alright. Unbreakable feints. Do one of those there. Excuse me. Alright, hit him. Hit him. God of Hope. We could bring in a couple more, but actually I'm not going to. Because I want to save my ultimate to get the maximum. Let's hit the little guy. Ooh. Actually, no, I want them both to die, right? What's in my draw pile? Ooh, I don't have any... Okay, so I'm just going to be going from discard, probably. This is actually a little bit tough. Okay. If I do a bow draw, I'm probably not going to be able to deal enough. I mean, I could just risk the Sentinel, but then she's going to attack. I don't know how much damage she deals. Well, actually, if I do the big attack... Yeah, let's take the risk. Alright, let's do the big attack. So I'd hit 15 times at random enemies for a lot of damage. Okay, so she is upset. Reasonably so. It doesn't matter if I hit her. I can draw. Oh no, I can't. I needed to attack one more time. Well, I can do it this way. Alright, I can kill her. Wow, that worked out. It was very dependent on what I drew there. I was hoping for the stunning shot, but okay. Reduce armor of all enemies by 50% for 2 turns. Of all enemies? That's not bad. Oh, yeah, do I want to remove anything? No, I don't think so. At some point I should put the weird candle in. Assume it, but... Alright, we leveled up, or got a new card. So we have Swift Movements, gain 30 armor for 4 turns. Upgrades for... Make it for 2 turns, and then for 1 turn. Okay. Heavy Shot. 200% damage. And then we have Somersault, draw maneuver, followed by draw 2 maneuvers and reduce your cost by 1 to 4 maneuvers. I don't like that at all. Let's think about it. What I don't like is that this costs 1, right? Increasing armor is okay. Yeah, I need another defensive ability, but this isn't very good. Somersault is interesting, but it's so expensive. Because then that would mean that that's all I do for the entire turn. I guess I'll have to do every shot. Alright, cracked here. So I need 2 more. Okay. Alright, here's the Brock. So it's supposed to go here for some reason. I don't quite remember why. It might actually tell me in quests. By the way, look at all these quests. I haven't even looked at them. But look at all of these quests. It's crazy. Yeah, so I'm not... So although I'm supposed to be defeating the 3rd Guardian, that doesn't matter as much. You didn't manage to ask everything during your first meeting with the Archer. You should find him again. A blacksmith was once... Okay, right. I need to find Silence. An armed wanderer asks you to find his former trainer in the Cursed Rock. You need to find the place and check the cells. Yeah. Okay. They're looking
This
for his
ancient,
master.
thick-walled broch now serves as a private prison. You may try to break the prisoner free, but you never know who that might be. A follower who will strengthen your village, an ingrate who will simply run away, or maybe a criminal who will attack you out of sheer spite for everything living. A follower who will
Okay. That was a little bit bugged. Free a prisoner, because I'm trying to find the guy.
Thank you for breaking me out. Do you know of any place where I might go? Find shelter. I
this him?
promise I can be of use. I trained people in martial arts for years.
Perfect. You can join me in the village.
Then I'll meet you in your village.
He thanks you sincerely and starts walking.
That's
but
perfect.
he collapses as soon as he takes his first step out of his
Oh, no.
cell. The instant he touches the ground,
Oh no.
he dissipates into a cloud of weirdness.
Oh no. You've unlocked the ability to reroll cards you're given in every level up. Well, that's good. Poor guy. Okay. I want to get to the next fight as fast as possible. I guess that one. Let's go to this one. Ooh. Actually, where's the closest waystone? Milestone. It's right there. Okay, maybe this is the right call. Alright, hopefully I can kill him in like 5 turns, but I doubt it. Sorry, drinking water. Okay. So I'm going to lose an energy if I don't play it, or reduce damage of all enemies by 10% this turn. Not useful, but better than losing an energy. So it's essentially either lose an energy now or later. I need a lot of defense. The most defense I can get, more than likely, is just from this feint. So is this enough to deal with it? 10, 20? Yes, it is. I don't need... Okay, I'll just play it now, because it's not a big deal at the moment. Who do I want to pin down? The Corrupted Giant. Every turn this enemy will increase its damage and lose a bit of armor. So I want to kill him as fast as possible, because he's going to become a nuisance. Okay. Oh yeah. Hey, name assist. Hello. I know you're just dropping by before work. Yeah. Hope you're doing good. Alright. We need to have another defensive ability up. Let's do the feints. Yeah, let's try it. Alright. So I'll take a smidge of damage. Unless I'm able to kill one of those two, but I doubt it. Yes, I have played Darkest Dungeon. It is one of my favorite games. That was, yeah, there was one game I was forgetting to say in the last stream. Darkest Dungeon is one of my favorite games. I actually, well, yeah, I guess you guys have been listening in. Well, like Clockwork, you and the Gremlins. But I had mentioned how I played Divinity. And right, I had that one friend who, who I played Divinity with, but she kind of like railroaded the game in a way. Which, I mean, yeah, I had fun, but anyways, she actually got me in contact with Wayne June, who's the voice actor for Darkest Dungeon. It was actually kind of cool. Got to talk to him a little bit. Pretty cool dude. He's very interesting. He's pretty dope. Yeah, I'm trying the Sentinel class now, Name Assist. It is going so well. This is one of my favorites. I'm hoarding weird candles, by the way. Look at that, 13, because I really want to try to fight the final boss in this run. So I'm trying to save it as long as I possibly can for the later acts. Alright. Anyway, can I kill him? Unlikely. I could reduce his armor by 50%. If I do that, I probably could kill him. I could just save the smoke bomb if I'm able to, but I do have a smoke shot. Alright, let's do this. We'll take the risk. It did not pay off. Alright, so we definitely want to do a smoke shot. I can get away with doing it on him, right? Well, I might take damage still. Alright, let's stun him. I don't want to stun him, but let's stun him. Yeah. He is really cool. Wayne June. He's awesome. Like, and I don't know. He's one of those guys that I think he has fun playing in, because like for a year or two, you know, Wayne June was a little bit of a meme, you know, like in the gaming community. So he really loved playing into it. He thought it was so funny. So yeah. He is pretty cool. Alright, so now it's just him. I can't do release. He just blocks too much damage. I don't think I can kill him. If I do faint on Unbreakable... Well, actually I probably could kill him if I do the Acid Bomb. I'll just do it. Then I probably can kill him. Oh yeah, for sure now. Oh yeah, he's a dead man. Not the... Okay. Then what do I want to hit? Actually, I could probably hit him. Do I want to use one of these? This item increases the damage of all allies at the start of each turn, so it's keeps going. Well, I'll just kill him then. Oh yeah, the Pathfinder. I don't know if I have it unlocked yet. I might have after doing the Summoner run. I don't think so, though. I'm not positive. Because I unlocked like 3 people. But yeah, I don't quite recall. Let's do Unbreakable Feints because I like the other side. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I know. Some of them you really can do incredible stuff with. Well, I don't know if I mentioned it, but the very first time I ever played with Sentinel, way back in the day, I completed the whole, like I completed all 4 acts in like the actual boss. So I'm trying to see if I can do it again. Because the Sentinel, especially if you know what to do, he can be really, really good. But it just sometimes takes a while to really prep. Okay. Phantom Aid. I mean, I'm avoiding the damage, so... doesn't really matter what he has planned. I'm gonna lose an energy, but that's okay. Alright, let's just do this now. Nice dead. Yeah, Darkest Dungeon is a lot of fun though. Oh yeah, I need to equip that. Yeah, and I played, I did play, oh man, I have to remember. Also sorry for being a little bit distracted, but the other thing that I also played, which was so much fun, was the Tainted Grail, the Darkest Dungeon board game. I tried it out. It was actually pretty good. I was surprised. And I played it with somebody who's never played Darkest Dungeon before, and he thought it was awesome. So, I mean, it's not the game, and there's different mechanics, but I feel like there are a couple house rules you have to make, but it was pretty good. I was
blades
pleasantly
of this
surprised.
lone windmill creak and groan as you approach.
Very expensive, though.
It's as if they're trying to warn you about something. When you enter, the miller strides towards you and immediately announces,
Apologies, but I can't let you in.
What?
The man looks at you with an unamused expression.
You weren't invited. Besides, the ceremony is in progress, so there's not much to be done about it.
Okay, what ceremony?
I'm afraid I'm not in a position to tell you. The way it works is that you need to receive a written invitation from someone who's already a member of the group.
I think I know who that's talking about. But I could be wrong. Alright, new quest, Bad Moon Run. I don't remember the name of him, though. Alright, in chains, you managed to break him out. This news is bound to make the armed wanderer happy, so I'll have to find him later, because I already saw him this playthrough. Seems the ceremony... Okay. Locked. Okay. Yeah, here we go. The witch told you to help the seeking traveler, and by helping him, she meant for you to lead him to his breaking point, and then convince him to continue. It seems cruel, yet she seems to know what and why she's doing it. Lead him to his breaking point. Does that mean... I think that means I have to keep giving him weird candles? I guess. Alright. Can I go around him? I'd prefer not to fight. Okay. I might just boost this time round. I think that one's too far out of reach, though. Yeah, I'm concerned that... Well... Maybe I can handle this with a low light, actually. And who's here? Those two abominations... you know what? I think I can do this one. Alright, Blood Carver. This enemy will attack only when there are bloodstones on the battlefield. So he's going to bring one in, I think. Alright, so the abominations are going to be attacking each other, which is funny to me. Okay, what do we have? Creates 20 barrier on enemies. Okay, or lose a bunch of health. Alright, let's do... I don't want to lose all that health. Let's do a feigned retreat. That's fine with me. God of Hope. Maybe I'll get a shot. Nope. Okay. There's a bloodstone. So this thing does what? Will heal its allies after being destroyed. Okay. Let's see one of these. Well, they're going to just destroy the bloodstone anyway. No matter what I do. Whoops. Shot. Shot. Do an arrow bag. Shoot again. Yeah, as expected. So I could do a splitting shot. Could kill him. I could do a bow draw. I haven't in quite a while. I don't have anything defensive, though. I have no way to draw. I guess I could use a Tome of Knowledge, but I have 0 cards in my draw pile, so it would be pretty random. Alright, I guess we're just going to have to go the Blood Carver. I guess I could use the Warding Lore, actually. Maybe I'll do that. I am going to be taking damage, so... Alright, you know what? Let's do the bow draw. Splitting shot. Then we'll kill this guy. He doesn't know what he's doing, so he's dead. Alright. Still not getting defense cards. I need another maneuver that helps then. Okay. We do a trap. Let's do a shot of hope first. Okay, I got a feint. Alright. So if I can't kill him, I did anyway. Alright. Oh yes, David and Goliath. These are actually not half bad. Gain 100 barrier if your armor is equal or smaller than 25. Which is good. That is true at the moment. But the thing is if I upgrade my Ethel, then it's not going to be true. I'll be at 27. And then gain 50 barrier if your armor is equal or higher than 25. So 25 is the magic number. What do we have? Arrows of the Past. I don't have any arrows going in the grave. And then Rancid Battlefield. Ugh, I don't like any of these. Maneuver reduces enemy armor by 20 until the end of combat. Gain 20 turns. And then it changes it to 30, which is expensive. I mean, I guess I could take it. I will. Let's just do it. Alright, Suppressive Fire. After playing an arrow, gain 5 armor. Huh. That's interesting. Calibration. At the start of each turn, gain 3% damage until the end of combat. So that's just going to keep increasing. And thank you, Kid Childs. What book are you writing? I'm very interested. And the first turn of combat, draw 2 additional arrows. I already draw an additional arrow. Turn, it's not useful. Calibration. Let's do calibration. Shadowy presence.
You see a glade that was once a battlefield. Whitened bones and rusted shards of armor litter the ground, creating a peculiar mosaic. Suddenly you hear a woman's voice. Her patter is full of longing and hope, yet she seems to be talking to something she's just picked up from the ground.
Is that you? You're so beautiful. No, it's not you.
Busy with whatever she's doing, she doesn't even notice your presence.
I believe that this is Silence, by the way, which is Bayor's love. So yeah, I'm fine if you want to send screenshot of the first couple pages. I'm interested. Come closer.
The moment you move towards her, she emits a horrible shriek.
Don't come any closer. And don't look at me, stranger. Don't you dare look at me.
And finally you see her.
Ugh, it's not Silence.
The crooked silhouette of an old woman clad in herbalist robes. Just a second later, she bursts into tears.
You're not a pretty sight to behold, that's true. I faced beasts from the weirdness, and you're not even close. I don't... Not pretty sight to behold, that's true. I honestly don't know what this exactly means, because I don't know if he's saying, like, you're even worse than that. You're not even close to the beast from the weirdness. I don't know if that's saying you're even far worse or not nearly as bad. Well, let's take the 50-50.
Her sobbing grows louder.
Oh, no.
Guess how old I am.
Ooh. She's got to be young, right? 20 to 30.
A sweet liar you are, traveler. I know how I look. And I look much, much older than that. But I appreciate the lie.
Oh, trust increased. What's happening?
I'm trying to find a runestone that I lost. It was a gift. You know it's bad luck to lose a gift. And in the meantime, I'm doing what I've always done. Scavenging. Although a couple of years ago, I might have tried to find a prettier word to describe looting battlefields.
She looks at you with a hopeful stare.
Any chance you'd share your runestones with me, traveler?
Oh, exchange runestones for consumables. I don't like the idea of doing that. I'd want to do it with something that you only have one of, though. Ooh, the Gur. I'm not gonna do. You can take a. I don't want to do a polish. It has to be a cracked. See, cracked Stan.
It's not the one I'm looking for, but I'll keep it. Here, choose something you need as an exchange.
Alright, I need to write that down. Okay. What is she even called? Old hag? That sounds terrible. Well, I'm assuming that she doesn't have it. Well, she must. Stan. Find out later. The modern young, yes. Thank you. Valid. Young hag. Beautiful hag. Youthful. Very youthful. Lovely hag. That's a nice way to put it. 20 to 30-year-old young hag in your area. All right. Yeah, just out of curiosity, when you say, yeah, it's a modern story, are you saying that you wanted to have like modern elements, or are you just saying it's just like modern times? I could take another blood candle. Ooh. Consecrated oil, increased damage by 100% for this turn. That's way too good to pass up. Oh, I could exchange another one. Sorry, I had to move my chair. Sure. I don't want to do a polished. I'm only down to do the eel. The eel I'm down to toss.
It's not the one I'm looking for.
Come on.
But I'll keep it. Here, choose something you need as an exchange.
Eel. Ooh, warding lore, that's nice. Take it. I guess I'll take the risk. I'll do it with the cracked here.
It's not the one I'm looking for, but I'll keep it. Here, choose something you need as an exchange.
She better not like a mythical one. That would be terrible. Fully charge your ultimate ability? Wow. Huh. I'll take it. Nice knowing you. Bill on the back. So is that like, oh man, what is the Percy Jackson? Well, I don't know if that's what you mean with mythos. That's what kind of reminds me of when you say modern story with mythos, but you say hidden. I don't know if that's something similar to like Arkham Horror with Lovecraft type of thing, where it's out there but it's kind of hidden with different societies. Do I want to do the milestone? If I want to use this, I'll just do this fight. Yeah. Trying to charge my. Sorry, I'm having the same kind of issue. My phone is old. Sorry, guys. It's the only other device I have. Definitely some Lovecraft inspiration wrapped into parts of it. Honestly, Tainted Grail's concept, the weirdness, is the closest thing to what going on. Yeah, I think it is very interesting. I don't know if you listened to the lore videos that I've had at the beginning, like the beginning of the saga. But it's like the whole idea of the theory of forms, I think that it's like many times writers like the idea of that, of being some sort of a spiritual world. Like the Fade and Dragon Age, I feel like they probably take some interest in that as well. It is very interesting, this idea of like either an idea, something being conjured through thought, or conjured through its like its own aseity. It's a very interesting concept. But anyways, by the way, I am actually getting pretty interested in Dragon Age. Very fascinating. But anyway, creating barrier. I don't want to create barrier. I don't want to lose the health. There, take some barrier. Do I need to stun him? No. Yeah, I have ideas of theory of forms of theory of water, but it's more of a visceral physical law in my setting. Okay. Yeah, I haven't really. I'm probably going to be doing a Q&A one day about me, or some sort of a, you know. Sorry guys, my phone is being such a pain. Let's see. And if it dies, I'm gonna have to end the stream, which is technical difficulties. Yeah, it is about to die. That's not good. Yeah, because I can't see it on my laptop, and I don't have a second screen. Ah. Worse. Excuse me. Well, yeah, my phone is probably going to die soon, then. Oh, well. Yeah, so I am kind of... Well, so I decided to attempt to try my hand at writing, and I ended up getting a book taken up by a publisher, which was a very interesting experience, but I never sealed the deal with them. So it's like I had this whole idea, whole series, whatever. But sadly, it didn't really work out because I was stupid. But I mean, it was back when I was younger. So I decided to try my hand at it again and see if I can do it. So I figured I had time in my life to attempt it. So I'm doing that now. And that's also why I'm doing YouTube and trying it out. I wish I had that skull. Okay. Why can't my phone charge? I know, I need a new phone. If Naomi was here, she'd probably be saying that over and over. But I can't afford it, so. Well, once it dies, I'm probably going to have to end it. But okay. Anyway, so I don't know how long that'll be. Probably 15 to 30 minutes. But okay, let's just play. Alright, so we have 2 arrow bags that I can do. They're attacking for a large amount of damage here. Honestly, it's so bad I am tempted to do the burn level. Let's do a feint. Let's see where we're at that point. It's kind of manageable. Let's see what we draw. God of Hope. Okay, we got another feint, so we're good for the time being. Ugh, these guys are gonna be a pain. Let's do another one. Do both of those. And I just don't deal enough damage with my character. I don't need to stun anybody, so I'll just leave it. But anyways, as I was saying about the book series I had started, was that I had it that there were essentially these multiple realities, and they all had different, well, you know, they all had different ways of existence. And yeah, the idea of weirdness was definitely one of them. Because it is a very interesting idea, a world in which everything that you conjure within your mind is actually made physical. The barrier would be good here. I could just do unbreakable feints, but let's do this. Losing 100 armor is pretty bad. But next hit, dealing no damage is okay, because I'm not dealing damage anyway, really. Okay. And hey, Clockwork, yeah, no problem. I get you. Yeah, I did. I've actually written 4.5 books, all in different parts in the series. But sadly, well, yeah, as I said, I had gotten a deal a long time ago, and I decided not to do it because I was dumb. And, okay, I should probably do Rancid Battlefield. So I can do unbreakable feints, and I'll be okay. But yeah, anyways, yeah, so yeah. But anyways, yeah, so I had written a book, well, so I had written 4.5 books, but right, back in the day I had gotten it. I gotten a publisher to be interested in it, but now trying it again, it's not turning out as fruitful. And it's which I don't want to talk about it, but it's mainly because of political reasons, which is such a shame that it wasn't political back then, but now it is political. So now it's not working. But one of them was interested if I essentially wrote for them in a different genre, so I might do that if worse comes to worse, which I don't mind the idea of changing genre, but anyway. But yeah. Let's see here. I could do a Phantom 8. I mean, this guy is going to die eventually. Alright. Damn. I just want him to die. Alright, this might be enough. Alright, good. Whew. Eventually I want to do the maximum. Ooh. We're dealing a lot of damage here. The Shadow Shot. Yeah, Feint. Unbreakable Feint. Then let's do the ultimate. It will deal a fair bit of damage. Eh, less than I hoped. And yeah, please do. I am very interested in it. I mean, I really love anything fantasy. When I was, I'm gonna have to do this again. Feigned Retreat, is that... I don't like any of this. This will give me 30, this will give me 25. Ooh. I might have to hold off. I could reduce his damage by 50% for 2 turns. Ooh. I didn't realize he had such a huge boost, so that's not helpful. Huh. Well, let's do that, hoping for something good. Okay, this will increase my armor by 20, but... No, we're just going to have to take the hit of losing all the armor. Alright. So that I can do that, and... Oh, I should have done this first. Well, it does matter. Well, it might be okay, though. Okay, I'm okay. We survived. Yeah, the wisps are pretty rough. Because, right, obviously, they negate the damage unless you hit them, like, what's the number? 5 times? The one, I mean, it's a pain, but also good for the Sentinel, because, right, the Sentinel, he attacks twice with every attack, but on the other hand, yeah, he deals so little that he doesn't deal damage until he breaks through. Also, welcome. I don't think I've seen you in the chat, Harold, but I don't know. I don't have the best memory either. But yeah. Alright, we need to do a shot of hope. I need something defensive. Okay, good. It'll keep me from dying. Ooh. I could have done that before. But I'm gonna have to not do it. Alright. Did that in the wrong order. Alright, we're going to have to burn this because it'll probably kill him. Yep. Okay. Down to half. Let's do a healing mixture. Okay. He's intending to buff, probably giving himself even more armor. Let's hit him. Hit him. Hit him. Hit him. I could do an arrow. Whoops. That was an accident. I could do an arrow bag. It will give me a shot. But I just used that on accident. Okay. Well, that's okay. Just is going to be delaying it for another minute. Alright, we do have a trap, which is good. Alright, let's do an unbreakable feints. Always doing that in the wrong order, but never... It hasn't hurt me yet. Doing it in the wrong order. Took some damage. Alright. Now what do we have? Losing 25 armor for 2 turns. That's tolerable. Or losing 75% damage for a turn. That is not tolerable. Anything I want to do... I could do Phantom's Aid. I mean, yeah. Took a little bit of damage there. Do another Phantom's Aid. Burn him. Hit, hit, hit. Alright. He's out of here. He's out of here. Alright. By the way, I noticed that my max viewers this stream was at 15 for a second. Crazy.
You found what when you
got
filled
our 100 gold there. Alright, so I can unlock a new... Ooh. Unlocking a new weapon slot is really good because of the runestone I have. On the other hand, 10 more armor is huge for this character. So either I can increase my damage by 25%, or increase the efficacy of all my barrier by 50%. And barrier... Man. Strong offense, though, right? Best defense is a strong offense. Oh man, both of those are so good. I think I'll do this though, because it also lets me pick a runestone. So it's not just straight 25% additional damage, but also can do something else. So I can increase the damage by 75% for the first turn, first 2 turns. In the first turn, draw 2 cards. Every turn, increase everyone's damage by 10%. I'm not liking these. Regretting my choices. Each card played increases your damage by 5%. That's actually okay, because I play a lot of cards. Yep. Alright. Made it through. Okay. What's the pain today? Lose 25 armor for 2 turns? That's terrible. What does he have? Oh yeah, each hit received by this enemy will make it deal 1 more hit in its next attack. Yes. So we probably want to... Ooh, I want to kill them both. Spirit Bender probably is going to be my priority though. We could do a Pungent Cloud. Ugh, but then I can't play this. Alright, Unbreakable Feints. Ugh, I don't like doing this, but let's remove our armor. Then we'll just shoot twice. Dealing a fair bit of damage here. Alright, so I could freeze him, but I don't think it's worth it. Alright, let's just focus her down. She's close to death. I could do a trap, but that's a pretty big risk here. I'll do it, because I can freeze somebody. He's almost dead. Wow. Let's do a feint. Okay. Very, very close to taking nothing. Well, if I do Sentinel, I might actually be able to kill her. I did. Great. Alright. Let's see here. Let's do Phantom's Aid. Lower his armor. Do a big hit. Lots of hits. Oh no, is he not going to die? Well, he might. Alright, we're going to have to get a shot of hope, possibly. I might actually have to do that. Yeah. Okay. This was way too dangerous. Now I actually have to calculate this out. So if I deal 3 more hits, which is what I would do, I would deal an average of, okay, 30, 45, followed by, what is that, 6 at 2/3 damage. This is, Alright, I'm gonna have to just let him hit me. Because if I'm wrong, I die. Alright, now he's gonna die. That is strange. I did not realize he was gonna attack me if I stopped him from buffing. That is not something I recalled. But apparently he does do that. Alright. Yeah, the summoner, in my opinion, I feel like the summoner is a little bit too random with the cards. It's really, at least in my experience, it was, like, I have made it to the end with him before, but it was really hard to make it consistent. I think I only did it once, and maybe it's just like, maybe it is luck-based in a way. But it's like the Sentinel, I had made it to the finale in my first try when I did it long ago. But it just kind of depends. Bolus Shot, okay, hits and stuns. Acid Shot, reduces armor by 30. That's the one. Okay, who do we have today?
Good day,
Hey,
traveler.
my favorite, my
I'm
best
a
friend.
market stall, specializing in weapons and armors.
Okay. From the shop. We've consecrated oil, increased damage by 100% this turn. I burned that, and I really did waste it foolishly. We have an acid flask, reduce the target's armor by 100% for 2 turns. I believe that the acid flask, well, I guess they both have valid reason. Yeah. The Blood Mage was terrible. That was just sad. I was also excited for that one, but that was just sad. He's not useful. Same thing with, I forget the other summoner. Maybe you remember that. I forget the name of it, but there's the summoner, the Blood Mage, and then there's the third one. But the third one was also not the best in my opinion. Unstable powder. I'm just gonna not take it. Thanks anyway. Alright. So this milestone, I think I'm going to extend the range because it can reach 3 fights, it looks like. That's going to be worth it because I'm almost dead.
As the flick
And it was all my fault that I'm almost dead, but actually this one, oh, it's only 2 people. You know what, I might, this is really dangerous, but I'm a little bit tempted to switch this out for something that heals me every turn, every combat. Alright. Right, so we have the Corrupted Giant. He's the one I just have to deal with. I could hold bow already. That's too dangerous. I'm gonna have to do a Warding Lore already though, because I don't have anything that'll help. If I hold bow, yeah, he's gonna deal about 20 damage then. Then I'll be about even. It is a little bit tempting though. I could even do a multi-shot. Ugh, that is so tempting. He doesn't. They both don't gain anything from taking the damage, right? I could even fully charge my ultimate. I mean, I could just go ham. I know I have to do that. Let's see how much damage he deals. Okay, so I'm gonna be fine. Alright. So he's hurt. He's half dead. Alright. Yes, the fat cigar. It really does look like that. I think he's holding like a bloodstone or something, but it is a fat cigar in our head cannon. For sure. He needs to die. I'm probably gonna have to fully charge my ability and then just burn it. Yeah, because it's not gonna cost me anything. Well, actually, no. I should use it. Fully charge. Oh, I can't use it twice in a turn. I might have just killed myself with that. Alright, I have to think this through. Because that means I have to kill him no matter what. If I don't, I die. So we're going to have to do weird coated arrows. We need more arrows. And probably one more arrow. Well, actually, no. Now I have a smoke shot, so I'll be okay no matter what. Okay. Unless he's immune. Oh, he's immune to stun. Okay, well. So he's going to die. May as well stun him. Alright. Yeah, I almost lost that one. That was a close one. Alright. Got the talking skull again. I like it. Yeah. Well... Yeah, I mean, it was a mistake. If I hadn't burned the ability early, it would have been a lot easier, but it was just that was my fault.
The shrine has faint traces of power lingering in the air.
Nice.
A priestess materializes out of the weirdness and asks what it is that you're looking for.
Okay, I do need some healing. The blessing card is good, though, but costs me too much money.
The priestess lays her hands on your chest.
10 health.
You feel
wow.
a wrenching pain as your body heals much faster than is comfortable. It's hard to get used to this sensation.
Great, 10 health. I'm alive. I am alive. Host of Evil. Who are those guys again? Are those the, that's the sick men, I think. There's the bard being all weird. All weird. What's happening over there? That's strange. Who's that? That silence? Man, all these questions. Okay. How stupid is it? Okay. You know what? I'm gonna have to switch out the runestone again. This isn't smart. Where is it? Increase armor by 10. Alright, let's go. Yeah, it is the sick men. Suffering lady. So if I go for her, I'm gonna have to kill her quick. Does this distract her? I don't think so, right? No. Okay. It's an unbreakable feint. I mean, I'm gonna be fine. I probably want to shoot her down, honestly. Okay. I could probably kill her? No. Well, maybe. How much does this deal? Okay. Yeah. I have an unbreakable feint. So if things go awry, you could use that. But what do I want to do? I probably want to do an acid shot. Heavy shot. Shot. Shot of hope. So I need to have a shot. Ooh, sharp shot. Okay. I did kill him. Or her. It. Evil McEvil. Alright, we'll have... Yeah, I like retreat tactics, just to flip it. And then we're going to want to hit one of them and get rid of the Red Death. And yep. Alright, now what do we got? Alright, we want to do a feint. We'll just shoot him. Yeah, we'll just take it slow. I don't want to take any damage. Alright, let's just do a shot. Oh yeah, he didn't give me the ick. He didn't give me the ick. We'll use a feint. Use another feint. This might actually kill him. Ooh, very close. Get rid of these and die. Alright. More meat. Okay. I don't even want to know. Again, mystery meat, but they have the Red Death. That's a terrible idea.
As you approach the tree, it seems to shift and move. You draw closer, and suddenly you realize why the tree appears to be moving. Dozens of rotting bodies dangle and sway in the breeze. It looks like a strange dance with their necks nodding along in their nooses.
I'm still trying to charge my phone. Looks like I might have to end it after this act. Alright, loot the hanging tree, taking a big risk
While
here.
circling the tree, you notice something lying on the ground.
100 gold. Worth it. Okay. I should not have done that. Okay, let's go here. This is the next fight to do. Alright, we have a rat. Its enemy increases its damage and loses a bit of its armor for every other enemy in combat. Soul Blade each hit received, right, makes him stronger, and then he gives protection. Well, we'll start with an Unbreakable Feint. We're going to drop one of these off. I guess I'll just focus him down. Probably kill him. Yep, he did. Alright, now we have this fellow. He's going to be the next in line. I could hit him. Maybe I will. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do one of those. I should have done that earlier. Hit him. Hit him. I mean, that would kill him, but... Well, it could kill him. But I'm not going to do that. Now what? He's hitting... So he's hitting a lot. And sadly, I don't have anything defensive. Well, let's open the arrow bag. Oh, smoke shot. Good. I was going to say I need one. Alright, so we'll freeze him. Stun him. Doesn't matter what his plans. Good. Oh, and thank you, Clockwork. Yes. I know. The goal is to eventually have like 20 plus viewers a stream, obviously. And then it'll become 30 and then 40 and 50. But yeah. I'm very glad. I hit the teens. Crazy. Okay, he's dealing absurd amounts of damage now. I'm gonna have to do that. Ugh. So he kills me at the moment. Man, I have to really think this through. Well, it would be nice if I could just kill him. I mean, this deals approximately 30 damage. I mean, that's pretty high as is. 45 and then half, so 50 something. And this would be 60, about 70-ish if I do those 3 attacks. So yeah, that's not enough. If I do a feigned retreat, this will do more good than harm. Let's do an unbreakable feints. I could take nothing. Okay. It's possible. Take a little bit. Alright, well, I'm able to stun. Hopefully this will be enough that he's going to end up dying. Because I do have my ultimate that I can do. Oh yeah, also it's a bunch of attacks, yeah. Okay. Weirdness mushroom. Love it. Even though I never use it. Alright, agile draft. I don't like the idea of that. Overdraw. Gain 100% damage this turn. And 200% damage this turn. Huh. Well, it doesn't have any negative side effects, so that's interesting. Future shot. Deal a piddly hit and reduce the cost of the next maneuver by 1 energy. Huh. I'm not opposed to that, because then it's essentially worth 0, but... And this would be best if it's used with a multi-shot, I suppose, instead, and then do an unbreakable feint type thing. I could do an overdraw. I mean, this is very good, and it is cheap. Yeah, the problem is that this is... everything's too expensive. And the agile draft... you know what, maybe I'll do the agile draft, actually. Because sometimes I am hunting for an arrow. And that'll help me hunt. But hey, we made it to the mastery. Would you look at that? All of them are awesome, by the way. I love them all. Weaponized quiver. Gain 30 max health, and using a quiver grants you 50% damage this turn. Like, that's incredible, because you always... Every round you have a quiver in your hand, so if you just play it, you deal 50% additional damage. Scattershot, plus 5 armor, which is very good as is. Ultimate ability deals 2 hits for each ultimate charge. So it essentially doubles the damage of the ultimate ability. And the ultimate ability already is insane. I mean, the ultimate ability at maximum deals about 150 damage to... I don't remember the exact number. It's like 150 to 200. So it doubles it to 300 to 400. So pretty huge. The plus 5 armor is really nice too. Or plus 2 damage at the start of each turn. Gain barrier equal to 20% of your armor. I mean, this is also a nice balance. 20% of my armor right now is 4. I mean, that's not very good. Plus 2 damage is nice, but it's honestly kind of small. Scatter shot. I'm probably going to do scatter shot. Because then that does make my ultimate really good. But weaponized quiver. Man, all of these are good. Dude. I don't know. If I do the scatter shot, this is going to... Yeah, it's... I don't use the ultimate ability enough, probably. But I do use a quiver every time. And also, it doesn't say this is a one-time thing. So, you know what? Weaponized quiver. Let's do it. Also, the health will be nice because I'm kind of...
You're quite surprised to see the singer so drained of his energy. With a stumbling incoherence, he tries to tell you a story, but he can't seem to focus on the words.
Oh, I remember there was a battle. A big one. I played there. But those damned Avalonians are clearly insensitive to art. It was a massacre. Men impaled on their own weapons. Invisible creatures floating through the battlefield and leaving our soldiers with wounds that won't heal.
The story stops as abruptly as it started. It's as if he were possessed by a ghost that suddenly left.
Anything I can do to help?
You can't bring Honir back,
He explains
On
that
here?
his brother was on his way to join Arthur's armies on the battlefield. He went on the road with the supply wagons, and Bragi was looking for him among the corpses for days on end. There's not much you can do to help the singer, but you promise that you'll at least look out for his brother on your travels.
Alright. Have to find Honair. By the way, I really like the voice actress in this game. She's pretty cool. Okay, that was close. Alright. I was just trying to see if it was within range. I almost did the boss fight. Okay, let's do the small things before we jump to the terribleness. Is this a fight? Yeah, it must be. Alright, I'm gonna have to burn a... Yeah, I'm gonna have to burn one. I don't want to risk taking too much damage. Burning a weird candle. Alright, blood carver. So we probably want to kill the rabid rats first. Probably the way to go. They deal a lot of damage at the moment. Alright, let's do a feint. Shot of hope. Feel... Whoops. Misclick, but not a big deal. Yeah, I messed that one up. But it's okay, because I took no damage. Okay. So, this would be good, but I do have to remember that using a quiver increases my damage by 50%. So I should start with a quiver if I know I'm going to be using it, which I am. Let's do a splitting shot, because if we get rid of those two... Yeah. Let's do a shadow shot. May as well do a weird coated arrows. And this did confirm it, that it increases the damage by an additional 50% every time they use a quiver. It's not just the first one. So, let's deal a ridiculous amount of damage. Okay. That won't be enough. Alright. That was very nice. Okay. Let's bring in a couple arrows. Do the aid. Yeah, let's hit. 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 Oh, he's dead already. Had a lot more damage to deal. More meat. Man, I need to find that knight. He's probably hungry. Okay. I'm probably going to do sharp shot, I can tell already, but... Well, what's ambition? Gain 25 armor and 25% damage. Not bad. Turn to domination. All enemies lose 25 armor and 25% damage. No, I don't like that. Cover shot. Deal a hit, 100% damage, gain 15 barrier. Oh. Well, I mean, since you say that... Ugh. But a free attack... It's hard to pass up. Because too many of these cost me one as is. I'm gonna do... how many maneuvers do I have that are defensive? All that I have are 4 feints, and then the trap sometimes. So I have 5 of my 24 cards. Yeah, I don't like that. I like making it about a third of my abilities are defensive. Well, that one kind of like at a 1/6. That's not good. So yeah, let's do cover shot. At least that's my personal rule of thumb. But I understand that that's not everybody's. Alright, insane worshippers.
You hear strange, aggressive voices coming from the distance. Then, soon enough, you see a group of people carrying a burning statue of a demon.
Worship her! Worship her!
Well, if I refuse to bow, they're gonna attack me. Okay, I'll bow. See what happens.
As you bow, the statue looms larger. She stands still, though in the flickering light of the flames, she seems to wave her arms towards you. The mad crowd cheers, raising their weapons to the sky.
Oh, man.
Can you worship her? Come with us. We shall feast together.
I don't know if I want to join the feast, but I am kind of low on health. We're totally gonna eat. We're cannibals.
The crazed worshippers look at you with excited anticipation. Then one of the older men realizes that you're not well versed in their ways.
We worship the Whisper, and to ask her for food, we must first offer her something. That's the rite.
You look around and notice that every single member of this cult is missing something.
Oh
A hand,
my
an ear,
goodness.
or even just a finger.
Ah, refuse. I need to actually write this down because there's that one guy who sells feet. Don't ask. Do not ask. Okay, so insane worshippers. Yeah, I'm keeping notes because so insane. Okay, worshippers. Then old. What is his name? Not. Ancient. 12 foot. To be do an arrow. Okay. I need to remember that. I'm going to refuse and just do the fight.
The crowd murmurs and takes a step back.
You don't want to bow before the Whisper? Then you'll encounter the wrath of her followers.
Ooh. Okay. That's a lot. Alright, so I can do an unbreakable feint. Let me think about this. Okay, unbreakable feint is going to give me 30 block, 15, 15, 15. So that's not going to be enough to block them all, so I'm going to have to kill somebody. Oh, I have a cover shot. Okay. Alright. Unbreakable feint. Phantom's Aid. Dealing extra damage. Oh, so they only heal, they only attack. Oh, deals damage to everybody on the battlefield except for itself. Ooh. That makes it easier for me. Okay, that's pleasant. I guess I'll focus one of them down, though, anyway. Almost killed him. And I have enough to not take damage. Alright, they're really... Okay, I thought it said that they dealt... Oh, now he attacks all? Okay, I'm confused. This enemy deals damage to everybody on the battlefield. Okay, I don't know why they're not attacking their friends then. I'm a little confused. Okay. Lost in translation, I guess. Okay, so they're dealing a fair bit of damage. We need to use that. Not enough. Also not enough. Heavy attack would kill him. Just do that. Knock him out. This is about 45 damage again. Could do a feint. And if I do... Yeah, okay, let's do a feint and see where we're at. 30. Okay. I can't imagine being able to kill all of them. Or one of them, I mean. But let's try. Agile draft. Okay, perfect. Maybe. Yep. It is perfect. And I won't die, or I won't take damage, so we're good. Alright. Let's see here. 10, 20, 30, 5-ish damage they're going to be dealing. So one unbreakable feint will put me over the edge. Let's do one of those. We're going to do Phantom's Aid. We're going to do Red-Coated Arrows. Ooh, a lot of these cost me one action point. Alright, let's kill the healer. Oh, did it in the wrong order. It actually mattered this time. But I didn't take damage, so... Alright, scatter shot, or sorry, splitting shot would be useful, but first we gotta do a Phantom's Aid. Do a splitting shot. Shadow. He might just die, but I don't want to take the risk. So let's do a feint and hit him. Yeah, because if I drew the right 2 arrows, I could have killed him, but you never know what you would draw. Alright, Shot of Hope. Good, got Unbreakable Feints, which I prefer. Oop. Okay. All right. Let's do another agile draft. Do another phantom aid. Dead.
Their goddess topples to the ground as they die. Her fire flickers and burns out.
Okay. Demon strength. Legendary. Raise your damage by 500% this turn. Only 3 uses, though. That's good. I'll save that for each boss, probably. Silence, I found her. Alright, so I want to kill the sleepers. Man, that soul blade. I don't like this guy. He has caused me so much death and pain. Alright, let's do a cover shot. A shot. Back and forth here. Does he want to kill him back to back, kinda? Ooh, okay, he's not attacking. Alright, we'll just wait. Okay, what do we have? Hit, gain damage, we'll do the gain damage. Ooh. And I'll do that. Okay, we're gonna have to do a smoke shot. A smoking shot. Alright, shadow, blind, hit. Oh, he's dead anyway. Man, I'm just dealing too much damage. Can't keep up. And nice, a healing mixture. That is so good to have. Let's replace something with something else. Yeah, talking skull with that. Cracked man. Let's merge it. Get another runestone dust. And silence. We found her.
An ethereal creature made of light and fog appears in front of you. The whole world seems hushed due to her presence. She is truly, remarkably beautiful. It must be Silence, the girl that the blacksmith told you about. As you come closer, the girl becomes aware of your presence. She runs into the nearby bushes, trying to hide from your eyes. You take a few slow steps, but there's no sign of her anywhere. Instead, a snow-white swan flies up into the sky.
What? New objective, find the swan? Okay. Well, I'm assuming that's the objective. Alright, let's burn one more candle before the fight. Let's do it. The Headless Horseman. Okay. So, we have a yawning portal. Every few turns, an enemy will try to spawn from this portal. Destroying this portal will remove all poison, heal everyone in combat, increase your damage, and reduce your armor. Then we have Dullahan. This enemy... Why does that name sound so familiar? Dullahan. I don't know. This enemy can poison you with its attacks. The poison grows stronger with each hit. It also summons allies. Okay, so that means I want to focus on him until I get poisoned and I want to destroy this thing, right? Probably the way to go. Alright, so I have 3, 4... Okay. I don't have much that's defensive. Let's do a Phantom's Aid. I guess we'll do this and then do Hope. Oh, whoops, I accidentally chose the wrong one. Okay, Pungent Cloud. Alright, so we're going to do an Acid Shot, and we're going to do the Cover Shot. We're saving Demon Strength for later, because it's only for this turn. Also, we should drink this healing mixture at some point. We'll just do it now. And yeah. Might deal a damage. Wow. Worked out. Somehow. Could do a trap. Not a big deal. Alright, let's do Phantom's Aid. Let's do Agile Draft. Okay. Let's remove his armor. Just hit him a couple times. We probably do want to do the feint. I guess I should do it now before I forget. Now, would trap make sense? Blind Fury or another bag? What's the weapons looking like here? Well, alright, let's not do the bag. Do Blind Fury. Oh. Odolahan is a legitimate mythical creature. They're headless undead. Sometimes they carry the heads around. Other times they're seeking them. Okay. Yeah, I definitely seen the name Dolahan. So yeah, I knew it was a thing from something. But yeah, very cool. I know sometimes I find mythical creatures, that kind of stuff, so fascinating. But it's like sometimes it's like, oh my goodness, there is so many mythical creatures and stuff from all around the world. I mean, I will admit that I think that Europe's mythical creatures are the most interesting. But man, I remember learning stuff with like Asia and all the different creatures that exist in all these different cultures. It is crazy. Yeah, Dolahan is Celtic. That would make sense. I feel like I play too many Celtic games. Alright. Let's see. So this cost me 0. Reduce armor of all enemies by 25 until the end of combat. Play. Okay. We need to do a feint. Draw 2 arrows and gain damage. Probably the way to go. And I guess we'll do it again. We're not dying here. They haven't even summoned anything yet. There you go. Oh, look, it's a skull. Other being. This enemy deals damage to all of its enemies. Got it. Okay. He hasn't poisoned me yet, actually. Orcadian Horseman? Orcadian Horseman. Okay. I have to think this through again. I could just do a feint to play it safe. Because now I will take about 0 damage. Let's do a Phantom's Aid. I guess I should try to kill him. The head. I might just die from that. No, he didn't. Okay, we'll die from this. That works. Okay, so we have about 25 to 30 damage remaining that I'm going to be taking. So we're going to do Unbreakable Feints to keep myself alive. Is now the time to do Demon Strength? I mean, I could do Demon Strength. But the problem is that I'm only dealing so much damage. Well, I guess I'll only do Demon Strength if I draw 2 things that cost 0. I did. Well, I was thinking of 2 regular shots, though, not smoke. I'll burn it. Okay, I'm dealing a boatload of damage now. Could just kill him. I guess I should. Shadow Shot. Hit. I guess I'll stun him. Ooh, it killed him. Didn't think about that. Because the secondary hit killed him. Okay. Alright. Unbreakable Feints. We could do Weird Coated Arrows. You know what? No, let's do Phantom's Aid this time around. Acid Shot. Shadow. Hit. We're getting pretty close to our maxed out Sentinel. Well, yeah. Ultimate. Very close to it. Okay, I'll just have it gain damage from the following turn. Ooh, this is intriguing. How much damage do I deal again? 14 to 23. I absolutely want to play a quiver. If I play a quiver, I'm gonna play this quiver. Yeah, if I play this quiver, I draw 2 new arrows. Could be any. It lowers the attacks I deal by 4, but increases damage by 50%. So it would be a net negative, but I'd have 2 more attacks. Alright. Alright. I'll do an acid shot. I shall do a shadow shot. Shot of hope, who knows? Nope. Sharp shot. Regular shot. Heavy shot. Oh, he's gonna die here. Nice. You know, let's do the ultimate. Why not? Okay. Ooh. Balave is the Orcadian horseman? Huh. Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if it has a similar... Like, I mean, I don't know if that's like the same name. That would not surprise me. Alright. Muscle rupturing shot. Deal 1 damage for 300% damage next turn. Draw 2 cards less. Huh. Advanced feints. I probably want to get that. Swift movement. I saw that earlier. Alright, gain 20 armor, gain barrier equal to 100%. So this is just a better feint. We're absolutely taking that. And now we get another passive. Increase minimum damage by 3. Deadly Force. Drawing additional arrows grants you 5 damage this turn. Okay. Increase your armor by 10. I could just do studded armor. Deadly Force is nice too. I'm gonna do studded armor. Keep myself survivable. Alright.
This feels like an echo of something that happened before. Like then, you're left with the sensation of a strange power growing within you.
Next passive, let's go. Alright. I don't like the duplication, so okay, at the start of combat, gain +1 energy. It's not bad because I do get an additional arrow, so I do have an additional card. Every 12th card is duplicated. I don't like that much because it's hard to keep track of that. Rewarded patience. If you played 2 or less cards in a turn, that's never going to happen. Gain an energy. I guess I'll do energy overflow. Because that'll help me in my first turn, for sure. But miraculous duplication. I play so many cards that this actually isn't too bad, because it's like every other turn, approximately, I'd have a card duplicated. Or in the first turn, I get to play 1 additional card. You know what? Let's try the miraculous duplication. I never do it. I don't like it, but I'm doing it. Alright. I'm clear here, so let's return to the village. Is that the final boss over there? Looks like. We made it. Alright. Man, I have 15 concurrent viewers. You guys are awesome. Okay. Well, I have a ton of money. My weird stone, I need about 250 more to get the next meta upgrade. Or whatever it's called. Is it meta? I forget the name. Next permanent upgrade. Improvement. We want to have another weird candle. And another weird candle. I need 1 more to burn. Yikes, I'm so close in order to get the boss weird candle. Well, I'll get it next time. If I die. We have the Master at Arms.
Thank you for breaking me out of that prison. It felt like eternity. Maybe it was an eternity. Are you ready to practice?
This one, this is supposed to be Quinacht. So it's in the far south east-ish. It's in the. It's almost at the southern tip, but southeast. Yeah, I'll talk to him. How'd he end up in the prison?
There's nothing to talk about, really. Prisons are built to lock bad people up, so I must have been one of them. Back then.
Well, that's not an answer.
Why are you so interested in my past? Well, you gave me back my freedom. I suppose that I owe you a story in addition to my services. I was a commander of Lord Warwick's private army. Served under his damned 8 stars on a burgundy background flag. When I tried to retire, he forced me to stay on as a tutor. So I trained his soldiers. And believe me, I trained them well.
Very interesting.
Then, one time, I disobeyed an order. Refused to train one of the younglings. I just couldn't.
You can see that he doesn't want to continue.
The ending of this story? Well, you already know it. You set me free from the prison I ended up in. And now my skills are at your command. Just do not repeat my lord's mistakes.
And yeah, 21 total if you count the gremlins. Man, that is a lot of gremlins you got over there. All right, new quest, Semper Fi. Okay, so what are these mistakes that I shouldn't repeat?
Don't be stubborn. Observe what's going on around you. Then you should be fine. I shall speak no more. I have my honor to protect. Well, that's all I have left of my former life.
Okay. Thank you. All right, so I talked to him. I guess we'll look at this, deck management. What can I do? I can get a card for 100 gold. Not all too useful. Oh, he gets card shreds. Each card you didn't take during level ups turns into card shreds. Currency used to buy permanent upgrades. Oh, nice. So pretty much every time I level up, I get 2. But yeah. 400? So that means I have to level up 100? Man, I have to really math this out. What is this? 400 divided by 2 is 200. So I'd have to, well, I have to level up almost 200 times. 195 times to get this ability. That's that's going to be a long time from now. Or I could do it like 145 times and get that one. Crazy. Oh my goodness, this is 750 card shreds? My goodness. That's expensive. Draw more cards in the first turn. Oh, this is so much more manageable. Permanently increases the number of cards drawn in the first turn. That's good. Draw more cards every turn. That's obviously much better. But yeah, I mean, I'll go for that first. That's crazy expensive. Actually, if I choose one from 3, I'll actually get 2 more. Interesting. Okay, I'm not going to do it, though. Actually, I don't know what I'm going to be doing with gold. Now that I think about it.
The blacksmith.
By runestones. He's out, isn't he? Yeah, he's out of runestones. Okay. I can go over here to the Lost Soul, see if he has anything that I need to upgrade. 500, right? I'm still down by 250. Can't quite do it. What else do we have? I'll talk to her. What upgrades does she have? Yeah, so in order to get hers, I need 100 gold at the end of a run. Her upgrades aren't as useful, I gotta say. It just essentially determines what's in the shop. The thing that's useful, though, is this drop chance. I'm probably gonna have a total of 10, no matter what I do with my money at the moment. Alright. So, yeah, we're waiting for one more. Okay. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to buy a card and see what we get. I could remove a card. Not a bad idea. Okay, this is also going to be giving me some shreds. Alright. Tails, not good. That stuff gained 50% damage for 2 turns. Turned into multi-shot all enemies for 100 plus 100% damage in exile. Huh. Gain barrier equal to 100% of your current armor. Ability returns to your hand after every turn. Ooh. So it's an... Wait, is this gonna be... Ooh. High ground. Gain 100 barrier... Oh. So it's just always giving me barrier. I think that's good because, I mean, it's just a guaranteed card in my hand. Yeah. Absolutely. I'm taking high ground. Absolutely. Okay. That helps a lot, actually. Alright. I'm probably going to start Act 3, but I'm not going to be playing this much longer because it's pretty late over here. 6-person crew tonight, and all of us are enjoying your company, though the only one with a phone bond. They all talk about the game and ask your workday radio host. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Well, I guess I'm almost becoming one of the gremlins. Alright. Let's see here. We have several fights that I could go to. We have... Where are the milestones? Is that a milestone? That's a milestone. Okay, I'll go to that one. That'll allow me to do 3 fights. 4 fights, maybe. Without needing to use a Weirdstone candle. He's within range. Are you within range? Looks like. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was a good idea. Alright. Shimmering Light. That's important for one of the quests. Do you have anything over here? Futhark. Tainted Altar. And what's on this side? Yeah, can't see. Yeah, Elderly Archer. Oh, this is important. Alright, let's deal with these guys. Yeah. Which, yeah, I think I'm just going to end it soon-ish. I might just do 1 more fight, maybe 2 more. I'm not going to be able to make it through the finishing the act. But, yeah, because that's going to take another hour or so. Alright. Let's see here. So we have an ogre. This enemy will attack only once every few turns. Defending against its attacks will severely damage your armor. We have a disease spreader. He will attack random targets, including its allies. Every one of its hits will disable healing. Then we have a Tainted Corpse, which comes back as another creature. Rabid Rat. Right, this enemy increases its damage for every other ally. I mean, I could kill the Rabid Rat. I think it was a good idea to get high ground. He's right, I just get it guaranteed every round now. Alright, let's do Phantom Aid, increasing my damage by a smidge. High ground would be nice. I'm probably going to have to do... Well, let's do a feint. Because now I can take all the hits. And I guess I'm just going to have to start attacking the big guy. I mean, the rat isn't a bad idea. Let's kill the rat first. Because he dies in 2 hits. Okay. Here we go. So I have my demon strength, which gives me 500% additional damage, but that is going to be useful for the boss fight. Alright, I don't need to have too much defenses here. I just need to be able to use 1 defense ability to survive the attacks, which is easy. Alright, let's do Phantom's Aid. Let's do a arrow bag, which gives me more arrows. Let's do a shadow shot. Or no, acid shot. Oh wait, no. How much do I have? I have 1 left. I'm gonna have to do a defense first. Alright, shadow shot. Sharp shot. Hitting the ogre, trying to knock him down. Oh, I can bring in 2 more arrows. What are the odds it's worth 0? About 50% chance, and one of them is not useful, so I'm not going to even play it. Okay. Alright, so it's working out. He's about to attack next turn. Let's do another Phantom Aid. We need to do another defense. So let's do a feint. Shadow shot. Hit. I'll die from cover. Cover shot, I mean. And we're good. We'll just end. Alright, so I want to kill him first. Because the Tainted Corpse I should just face one-on-one. Because as I kill him, he gets stronger and stronger. I prefer to just deal with him alone. Even though this guy hits his ally. Alright. I need to save an energy for defensive abilities. Ooh, not enough. Alright, let's just do a thing. Lord of the Flies. Yes. All healing is disabled for both of them. That's fine. Well, obviously that's fine. Alright, Phantom's Aid. 2 shadow shots. Oh, it duplicated. Alright. So I killed him. So he transformed into a tougher guy. I guess I could just do this Sentinel ability. Because it just ends the mission, or ends the fight, and I succeed. Oh, see ya, Dame. Yeah, I'm probably going to be ending it in a moment. Actually, I might be ending it now, because I just did complete... Well, I'm going to be finishing this level up, and but anyways, I hope you sleep well, and I don't know if I'm going to be streaming every day. It might become like every other day. It just depends on how I'm feeling. And if I have time, type of thing. But yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, what do we have? Arrows of the Past is still not useful, because I don't have arrows in the grave. Bombardment. Multi-shot random enemies by plus 0% damage. Increases for each arrow in hand. And it makes it stronger. Multi-shots, I mean, they're good. But they're better against single enemies. I already have a multi-shot. Don't I? Yeah, Arrow Storm. Yeah, but it is kind of expensive. And then Returning Shot. Yeah. So I can play this 3 times. Each time I play it, its value increases by 1. Well, this isn't bad to have because it starts at 0 cost. So let's take it. I like me some 0 costing arrows. Alright, Elderly Archer. Let's read this before I talk to him, and then we're probably going to end it after that. Okay, you didn't manage to ask everything during your first meeting with the Archer. You should find him again. Maybe you'll learn more of his story. Okay. That's easy. Okay.
Oh, I feel like I've seen you before. Didn't we meet somewhere? Maybe in Tintagel. Come, join me. Warm yourself by the fire.
Your eyes are drawn to the man's legs. They are rooted into the ground and somehow connected to the flame.
Well, thank you, Gremlins, and thank you, Clockwork. Well, yeah, I'm going to talk to him to complete this before I forget. I wasn't sure if there's going to be anything important. And then I'm probably going to end it right after that, but yeah. What can I help with, Mr. Archer?
My condition? Ah, it's not a condition. It's a curse. And well deserved at that. Punishment for being a coward.
The moment he says these words, the flame gets brighter. His face twists in pain, but he makes no sound. It's as if the fire were burning him up from the inside. You try to ask him something, but there's no response. You contemplate the nature of his punishment. Somehow it's all linked to the flame. Who might be able to tell you what's happening here? Then you realize, maybe the candle maker in your village could know something about the nature of this weird flame.
I'll sit with him. Alright, so I can lose 13 health to remove a card. Lose 13 health to gain a level. That sounds nice. Or lose 13 health to gain a random legendary card. I'll just gain a level. I don't like random legendary cards. Alright, level up. What do we have? Spiritual blows. Great. So it gives me 3 weak shots. Not bad. I mean, it cost me a lot of my ultimate, though, which I don't like. Or treat tactics, which I already have one. It's okay, but it doesn't count as a shot is the problem in its final form. If it did, it would be a lot more useful. And then Shot of Hope. Dealing 50% damage and drawing a card. Huh. Well, what's nice about Spiritual Blows is that it does guarantee 3 more attacks at 0 energy. So maybe I'll do that. And also it is a quiver, and I have stuff that's useful for quivers. Let's see that one. Alright, and then also we get a new passive, because I guess we hit the threshold. Alright, start every combat with 2 ultimate charges, not bad. Each hit has a 10% chance to deal 50% more damage. That's okay. And both of them are okay. Terrifying Presence. Each hit dealt by the Phantom reduces the target's armor by 1 until the end of combat. So, essentially every attack will reduce the target's armor by 1. Which is interesting. Then also the ultimate would reduce armor significantly. Huh. I feel like all these are valid. And with each attack, I would deal 1% additional damage in the next one. Or I could have that 10% chance to deal 50% more damage. Let me think about it. If I have a 20 damage attack, 10% of the time it deals 50% more, which would make it go to 30. 10 additional damage. If I do Terrifying Presence over the course of 10 attacks, yeah, because, well, it would essentially eventually go from 20 damage on to... It would be rather slow, though. Honestly, I don't know what... You know what? I'm going to do Quiver of Plenty, though. Because ultimate charges, especially with the name of it, that's what I was thinking of. It'll help me at the beginning of the combat to be able to pull out quivers, so let's do that. Alright. With that, I don't want to move because I don't want to burn the candle anymore, but I'm going to be ending it here. I think that the stream went well. I had 15 people at one point. Who knows, maybe I even hit 16 when I wasn't looking. But my phone is about to die, and that's where I'm able to interact with you guys. And that's one of the main reasons of doing this, is just to be able to talk with you guys. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Thanks everybody for sticking with the stream. I'm assuming Dame already went to sleep, but I hope the gremlins are having fun at work dealing with that. And yeah, thanks so much for stopping by, Clockwork. I had mentioned it to Dame, and I mean, I was also talking to you about it, that I will probably stream every day or every other day. We'll see. It depends on how I'm doing, how I'm feeling, you know, like in terms of work or whatever. But yeah. And yes, thank you, Kid Childs. I will absolutely read it to see what you have created. I find that stuff very fascinating, like the different ideas. I mean, I always find anyone who's able to create a story as a very fascinating individual. So I am very interested to see what you've made. Anyways, guys, I will see you guys later. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I will definitely have time coming days. And if I don't do it tomorrow, I'll definitely do it this weekend, you know. But yeah. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Thank you all. Bye-bye.